Ladies and gentlemen, we got day 5, the QL. We're also going to be hitting the TFL and the glute medius later on. But the the QL, the quadratus lumborum, is right away your lower back. So take a lacrosse ball, you're going to lay on your back in between the 12th rib and the pelvis. There's a void space right there, guys. Make sure you're not on bone because that's not the QL. The QL is between the bone, the 12th rib and the pelvis. You can lay flat on your back or slightly to the side. I like using that 45-degree angle a little bit to get a little bit deeper into the QL, kind of somewhat on the side. You can use a softball as well, or a field hockey ball, which is in between, or you can use this with propped it up on a book or something. Might be helpful. Just make sure that you're not arching your back. You're not letting your stomach kind of fall out like this. Make sure you suck your tummy in, and we'll get started. So, let me go ahead and lay on my back. I'm gonna find the best angle for you guys. Just gonna kind of get the idea. I'm gonna put it right into my lower back. I'm gonna go to my side, especially if you've got back problems. You don't wanna just lay down and pop your back out. Go to your side, lay down, and then just kind of roll over it. Start with the lacrosse ball. But here's the key with this, guys. Like I said earlier, you do not want to arch your lower back, meaning don't let it bow out like this because you're not going to get anything out of it. Make sure you tuck your butt, suck your tummy in at the same time. So suck the tummy in, tuck the butt, meaning I can kind of show you what it looks like when I tuck my butt. This is what we go through with our foundational fitness program, guys. Tucking the butt means don't arch it. A lot of people think there's a natural curve. That's not true. You actually should have more of a neutral spine. The thing is, they've just never experienced proper posture themselves because virtually everybody's hip flexors and psoas muscles are extremely overactive and their hamstrings as well. So tucking the butt is going to look like this. Chest up, tuck the butt. That's going to jam that QL into the ball, but more importantly, expose it a little bit more efficiently. Yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful day, guys. Take that lacrosse ball, tuck the butt, and I like to kind of push through my heels. I sometimes like to elevate my butt a little bit. Make sure you're not on your spine ever. I do not recommend doing this with a foam roller. A lacrosse ball is great because, like I said, you just have to manipulate it to where you could access the QL a little bit deeper. I'm towards the spine a little bit. I'm near the lumbar. You can go on your erectors. That's the two muscles right directly next to your spine. Just do not go on your vertebrae, your actual spine, obviously. But you can go on your erectors if you want, but try to go from there out. If you're on your left side, go towards the left, up, and down, and try to explore what's the most tight. There is definitely a lot of area and real estate to explore with the QL using the lacrosse ball. Oh, baby. This one is getting good. I'm going way out to my side and a little bit more up. Tucking my butt a little bit more, sucking that tummy in, and trying to, as you tuck your butt in, try to jam as much weight. And why I said suck your tummy in, because you're breathing into your rib cage like you should always be doing, not through your neck, but out through your ribs. And like I said, as you're tucking your butt, that's going to allow you to balance on that ball, on that QL, and that will really get it deep. Now, here's the thing, guys. Using your QL as just a sole lower back pain release is not a good idea. This is why I have the QL, the TFL, and the glute medius all in one video, because usually we find that the QL will, as you release it per se, it will kind of transfer its weight, its load, its tension off towards the TFL and the glute medius as well. So it's important to hit all three of them at the same time. They're kind of like a trinity, like God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. So it's important to hit all three of them at the same time because you might hit your QL, give you some temporary release, but you're not going to really get to the root cause if you're constantly just transferring loads back together. That's why the foundational fitness program, code Nick for 25% off, is so important, because we go through the correctives, how to stand, how to walk, etc., what exercises to avoid, what exercises to do, and how to combine the trigger points so that you're not just wasting your time, you're hitting one, then you're missing the other. This is what we devoted pretty much our whole life to. Failing tons and tons of times, different programs, functional patterns is definitely the way to go. I definitely recommend you guys YouTubing functional patterns. There's a lot of free content now he has online. Incredible information. And this is a great way to get started, guys. Start with your trigger points and your foundational fitness. Oh, QL is good though, guys. Lacrosse ball, softball works good. Softball might be a little bit too much though. It might make your lower back bow out, so I'm not even gonna do that. Well, I can show you real quick actually. If you're doing this, I actually like it a lot. Just make sure it's definitely not for beginners because you don't want to round your back over it. Once again, tuck your butt, relax. Actually, it gets very deep, surprisingly. I actually like it a lot. And try to work down towards that pelvis, that kind of iliac crest, that winged part of the hip. That's where a lot of your tension is going to be, guys, the hip, the pelvis. A lot of the calcification, a lot of the tension, we actually can't access. This is why the correctives and the movement, proper movement is so critical. Because that's the only way we can start to decalcify these deep-seated deposits. Did I say decalcify? I didn't say calcify, right? You get the point. Loosen up. Once again, though, we're trying to rehydrate the fascia. And that QL, TFL, glute medius combo is going to be very dehydrated. The IT band from day 4 was definitely more dehydrated, but this is definitely going to be very tense as well. All these spots are tense. I know I say that with every one of them, but that's the point, is you want to make sure you're feeling it. It's kind of a challenge. There's going to be a pain threshold that you're not going to be able to get to by the end of today, but after a couple months, couple weeks, you're going to notice that you can handle the pain a lot better, and then maybe it won't be that painful. And then you got to find different areas. You got to explore different parts of your body. This is just a template. Do it diligently, religiously, every day, 30 to 60 minutes, at least 3 to 6 months, guys. But make sure this is a lifelong plan. Habits, health habits, part of your health routine, right? It's the ultimate stress release, that's for sure. All right, guys, I feel good. I'll see you on the TFL day 5. Peace.